I'm going to introduce the topic of radical expressions. I'm going to assume that you have a basic knowledge of roots of numbers. If you don't, I would invite you to watch my video with respect to roots of numbers. Okay? Now, I'm going to quickly highlight some things with respect to roots of numbers that you should already know. So this expression is referred to as the square root of 9. That's equal to 3. The square root of 16 is equal to 4. The cube root of 8 is equal to 2. The cube root of 27 is equal to 3. Okay, hopefully those are all familiar to you. Hopefully you also know that you can take the cube root of a negative number, such as -1, but you can't take the square root of a negative number. All right? Now, you should also know that not every root has a simple answer. For example, the square root of 2 is an infinitely long decimal. It's approximately equal to 1.4. The square root of 3 is a long decimal, an infinitely long decimal, approximately equal to 1.7. Okay? Now, so using this basic knowledge, let's build upon it. So you can work with what are called radical expressions by making expressions that involve the radical symbol, such as for the square root and cube root, and variables. Something like this is a valid radical expression, and even something like this. Okay? So the way to simplify such radical expressions is to use your understanding of roots of numbers. Okay? So for example, suppose we wanted to simplify the square root of x squared. So we were looking for an expression such that the square of that expression is equal to x squared. So that would equal x, assuming... Now, to avoid some distractions, I'm going to assume that all of these variables only take on positive numbers. Okay? Remember what I said about not being able to take the square root of negative numbers? So to avoid that whole side issue, we'll just assume that the variables in the expressions I'm going to be talking about only take on positive values. All right, so the square root of x squared is equal to x. The cube root of x cubed would be x, because x to the third power is equal to x cubed. See how that works? Okay. Now, using similar reasoning, could you pause the video and simplify the following radical expression? What is the square root of x to the 4? So do that now, please. Okay, so the answer is x squared. And I hope you got that answer by noticing that x squared squared is equal to x to the 4. Okay? Try this one. What about the cube root of x to the 6? All right, I'll go ahead and show you the answer to that one. That's also x squared because x squared to the third power is equal to x to the 6. Okay? Now, we will be doing a lot more with radical expressions. Let's close with 2 other exercises for you to do. Can you simplify the square root of y to the 10 and the cube root of h to the 90th power. So pause the video and try to simplify those now. Okay, I'll go ahead and do both of these. So the first one is y to the 5, because y5 squared is equal to y to the 10. Okay, and the last one is h to the 30th power, because h to the 30th power cubed is equal to h to the 90.